Hey, this is Victory 1140.
Hey, I'm Aesthetics.
I'm Pastafarian.
Gentlemen with controllers, and we're switching it up just a little bit. Instead of a Let's Play or something like that, we're going to have a little discussion, reactionary type thing to what we heard at E3. Woo!
We are very excited.
Indeed.
I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
See, I'm very intrigued.
Now, did you guys actually watch the conferences as they happened, or...?
Yeah.
I did
Luckily, it
not.
was an off day.
Nope. I had work.
Oh, I had work too, but I still, watch the conferences.
Well, unlike you, I actually have to do real work at work, but...
Well,
Yeah,
my
I
IT
play
guy
solitaire.
my IT guy probably didn't appreciate me hogging up the bandwidth for the stream, but
Yeah.
oh well, he didn't say anything.
That's to him. I did catch the recaps, though. I think I got the important parts down.
I never
We'll
learned to
find
read,
out.
so I can't do those.
There'll be a
It's true,
quiz
we will.
after this.
Oh, a quiz.
Yeah,
Oh.
quiz.
Well, I'm probably
And then a
gonna fail
test
that.
after that.
I'm not a
quiz.
good test taker.
No, it's a quiz. It's a quiz. Hopefully
Not
you'll
a
do well on
good
the
quiz
quiz.
taker.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, hopefully
I
you'll
do-
do well on
I
the
do-
quiz and fail the test.
I do bad at tests, but I'm real good at quizzes.
There is a difference.
uh,
All right.
anyways.
So let's get this going off. So right off the bat, Microsoft was the first major company to have their press conference.
Yeah.
And-
Xbox
It's
go
true.
home.
Well, right, they said when they revealed the Xbox One that conference was going to be all about hardware, and
Oh, yeah.
apparently television too.
Well,
But they
it's-
said that E3 will be all about the games, and for the most part, with the exception of like one thing, they actually stuck to games.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was kind of. There wasn't really that much going on, I felt.
I'm not sure they started off with a great game. I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of the Metal Gear Solid games, and that's
Not at
that's
all.
the first
No.
thing
That
that
was
that's
the
first
main
thing
one that
they started
intrigued
off
me.
with. Oh, okay.
I didn't see a whole lot on it. I didn't check out that part of the presentation, but I kind of watched the recap on it, and I saw something about interactive CQC, so I was
CQC?
very intrigued. CQC, it's close quarters combat.
Oh,
It's
okay.
kind of an important thing in the series. So
Okay, yeah.
if
They
if it's actually sorry, I don't think it was interactive. I think it was dynamic.
oh, okay,
It's
yeah.
the word that they used.
They mentioned
So-
that it's going to be open world and everything too. Apparently,
Yeah, and it looked really nice, like graphically, but I
Yeah, it
don't
did.
really understand why that was at Microsoft's presentation, considering it's always been kind of a Sony thing, a PlayStation thing to do Metal Gear Solid. But maybe now that Kojima is doing his own thing, he switched to Microsoft. I'm not
Microsoft
sure.
probably
That could
offered
be.
more money.
That's what I'm
probably.
thinking. But I heard that he kind of was like in and out. Like he popped on stage for a few minutes and he was like, "Oh yeah, here's my game," and then he just kind of like ducked out the back and.
Some
ran away.
presenters left. Like they had their TV screens moving up and down and stuff the whole time for some of them.
Mhm.
So some of the presenters and stuff like that stayed on stage. Some left. They were in and out.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
the talks before the conference and everything is Kojima just keeps getting sick of doing all of this Metal Gear crap, and he
Mhm.
wants to do something else, but they keep making him do that.
So
So
then he comes on stage to reveal a new Metal Gear Solid game.
basically, yeah.
Perfect.
hopefully it doesn't start showing in his work.
Yeah.
Now, that's the one thing I've never understood about any of these press conferences, is especially Microsoft with the fact that they revealed Call of Duty Ghosts and everything like that.
Mhm.
Oh, check out this awesome game that's gonna be on every single console. I don't get why they don't stick to exclusives for the most part. That's just a personal thing with me.
I never
Just-
understood that either.
It's your exclusive console at your exclusive conference, and you're revealing a
One
game
of the
that's
ones
going to be
that's
out
gonna be
everywhere.
very- what I found kind of confusing is a lot of the time it was really hard for me to tell what was going to be an exclusive and what wasn't going to be an exclusive because they would reveal
Oh, yeah.
both and they wouldn't really like maybe if I watched the entire stream I would have been able to tell they would have said it, but from the recaps I saw a lot of images and I saw a lot of games and it was not like really clear what was an exclusive or not.
Shoot, I forgot what game it was. There was one game where Major Nelson even came out and said, "Hey, this is going to be Xbox One exclusive," and then like 5 minutes later, he came out and said, "Oh, wait, never mind. I take that back. It's not Xbox One exclusive." I completely forgot what game it was, though. Darn it.
I have no idea.
Was that
but-
at E3 or the Xbox One unveil?
No, that was
Xbox-
that was E3.
Yeah, Xbox One unveiled. I don't think they announced any games. It was all about the hardware.
They went
Yeah,
they went over
you're
Call
right.
of Duty Ghosts.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about
I
the
think
dog.
Fish and
They
Dogs.
talked about
I
TV.
think that wasn't that
Call of
the world
Duty
premiere
Animal
of Call-
Planet?
Wasn't that the premiere of Call of Duty Ghost stuff?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
They talked
Yeah, so
all
they did
about the
announce that.
mocapping dog and.
Oh, they would not shut up about the dogs,
Yeah.
but yeah.
For anyone who's interested, I know that Kotaku did an awesome video on that. It was like, I think, 47 horrifying seconds of the Xbox One reveal or something like that. It's probably one of the best videos I've seen in a while. It cracks you up, so check it out.
We'll link it in the description.
Yeah, that one made me laugh. And
So this was supposed to be all about games, and so they started off with Metal Gear Solid, but then I think right after that they went straight into a new model of the Xbox 360.
yeah,
It's a
and
new
then they-
model
my
that looks
God.
exactly like the Xbox One, but it's the
But
Xbox
round.
360.
I heard. Didn't they right after that they launched into a World of Tanks presentation too?
No, they did
Yes, they did.
Plants vs. Zombie, I thought, first.
I
No,
think
that was EA.
I think the reason they did that was because they kind of wanted to make it, I guess, transition because they were going to talk about because World of Tanks is coming. It's not coming to Xbox One. It's coming to 360. I heard. So maybe
Yep.
the reason they did that was because they wanted to transition back into old Xbox for a while and then be like, oh, here's the new games for Xbox One.
I suppose.
I don't
I
know
also
why they
suppose
would
they
choose
wanted-
that, but you know.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to confuse more parents when it comes to the holiday season.
Yeah.
Now you've got your Xbox 360 Slim, now you've got your Xbox 360 One, and now you've got your Xbox One.
Parents
Have
are like,
fucking
I bought
fun."
you a Sega Saturn. And the kids are like, no! Not close enough.
Oh god. But yeah, do you guys know what World of Tanks is really about? I mean, I've never heard of it
it's
up
a
until
world
this
of
point.
tanks. It's
Fair enough.
it's
It's
just-
a tank battle game.
It's a free-to-play MMO, and you literally just you have a tank and you just drive it around and blow up other tanks.
Okay. At least it's free to play.
I'm trying to think. They also made World of Planes. I heard that was crap, but I guess that doesn't really help you much if you don't know what World of Tanks is.
No.
It's I think you literally just get dropped into a map and you just kind of blow each other up. I really don't.
Okay. And you said it's free to play, right?
Yeah, I doubt it's gonna be free to play though on 360. I'm betting they're gonna charge for it.
Probably.
If I were to
But-
guess.
Speaking of free to play, have you guys ever played Killer Instinct before?
Nope. I have no idea what that was. I saw
guess
something about it and I didn't follow it.
I guess it was a fighting game on the Super Nintendo. I'm sorry I don't know too much information about it, but there were a lot of people that were really excited waiting for a new release. So they announced Killer Instinct, and I think it just goes back to Killer Instinct. I don't think there's a 3 or a subtitle or anything on top of it.
Yep, I just
Um,
checked it out just now.
Gotcha. But they announced it, and it was like a monster truck trailer or something. It was like, Killer Instinct, yeah, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And I don't know, I felt like I was watching a commercial for a monster truck show. But where I was going with that is they announced it's going to be free to play, which is awesome, and it's going to be a day one download, so that's awesome too. But they're including microtransactions. And apparently the kicker is you start off with one character in your free to play, and that's like a Jago or Jago?
Wait,
something like that.
Wait. Zach's gone.
Well, he'll come back.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, you start off with one character, and then you have to buy the rest of them.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
it's a fighting game. It's a fighting game, for the love of God.
So you get to play as one character and that's it.
Until you pay up for the rest of them.
And that's
In other
Killer
words-
Instinct you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Killer Instinct.
Yeah, that looks stupid. The video they showed, I had no interest in it whatsoever.
Yeah, I honestly, if I'm gonna play a fighting game, I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat or Soul Calibur. That's it. That's all I need. Maybe a little bit Tekken thrown in there, but I didn't really get into Tekken that much, and they're kind of. I feel like I like Soul Calibur a heck of a lot better than that, and Mortal Kombat's
I like
definitely my favorite.
the
so.
weapon story mode or whatever that was called in
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
Yeah, that was
That
good.
kept me interested with all the different scenarios, costumes, items,
Yeah.
all that stuff was awesome.
I hear that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, fighting games aren't my specialty or anything like that. I never really got into them. But it just bugged the crap out of me that they're announcing it's free to play, but giving you one character apparently.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
That would.
MOBA!
There cannot be a single person in their PR department that thinks this is all a good idea.
Well, in case you didn't realize, the gaming industry hasn't really been chock full of great ideas. In a lot of-
Well,
a lot of
we'll
time.
DLC
get-
everything.
We'll get to that
microtransactions.
in a little while. The reversal of it.
Yeah. So
But we'll let's keep going with Microsoft's crap since they were still first.
Xbox Go home.
So the other games they announced, chime in if you guys have any opinion on any of these. The Forza, the new Forza game.
The
Don't
game
care.
where you let everything do it for you. You do it once, and
I-
then the game learns how to drive.
Yeah.
Drivatar!
Oh, and yeah, I was
So-
gonna say Drivatar.
Yeah, Drivatar.
They really liked being repetitive in their presentations. This
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not AI. It's Drivatar.
Drivatar.
It didn't
Don't-
mean anything till they said it, and then they said it so many times it means even less than when they had originally said it.
There's going to be a compilation of Drivatar on YouTube. I guarantee it.
Oh,
That's
there was
gotta
a
be
compilation
painful.
on the video I watched. I think there was at least like 10 mentions or something, just in a row, just
So,
solid 15 seconds of it. So
my motto for Forza is don't drink and Drivatar, because then it'll remember how you drove, and it'll just start driving backwards down the track.
nah, I don't. It'll be
Crashing
your,
into
your DD.
everyone.
You're good. You're like Drivatar, take me home. He's like, all right, dog, but I've been drinking too. Just kidding, I'm a robot.
Yeah,
drives
pretty
you
much
home.
the consensus is everybody crashes into everyone in the first turn of the race, and then nobody wins, except for the one person who
Ever.
makes it out clean.
And then you turn off Forza and you never play again. Xbox One. Go home.
Oh god. So they've also got Dead Rising 3.
Yeah,
I've never played any of the first two. I mean, this one looked really good to me, but I'm hearing from a lot of other people who have played the first two that it looks a lot more gritty and realistic as
That's what
opposed
I've heard
to Dead
too.
Rising 1 and
I-
2. They were a lot more fun.
I
It looked
did
like
see a little bit of the video.
they took themselves
and-
less serious.
Yeah, but I mean that was kind of the fun of Dead Rising, was just like running
Yep.
around and putting like those yellow hats on people, like the Lego head things you could put on
Yep.
people.
Yep.
And you like run around like with a cowboy hat and a chainsaw, and you just like go to town on like thousands of zombies, and then like you run out of time, and it was like who cares?
Yep.
Because then you just start over with the same stats. That's what made it fun. So I don't know. I'm leery about them making it serious. I think it's honestly after Dead Rising 2 didn't do as well as they
yeah,
hoped. I think they're
something
trying to
brand
go
new.
for a new angle to try and draw some more
Yeah.
people in. And
I don't
think
know
it's gonna
about
work.
it. We'll see. I mean, I'd like to give it a
But,
shot just because I've never, like I said, I played Dead Rising 1 for about an hour, so it was kind of fun, but I never got into the series, so this isn't a new thing to me. I'm just kind of listening to what the other fans have to say about it.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the previous ones, but man, that looked pretty good from the little bit they showed.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things that I saw that interested me about the Xbox.
What about The Witcher 3?
Yeah.
I will probably be playing it on PC.
Okay. That's what I
Just to be
figured.
frank.
That's what I
Yep,
figured.
I was gonna say I'd assume
Yeah.
because they're that I forget what company makes The Witcher.
Project
They've been
Red.
pretty consistent about supporting
They're
on the
Polish.
PC. Yeah, they've released both games on the PC, and I think they're
In both
pretty
games,
dedicated to
they
that fan base,
They
right?
patch continuously, and then what they did was they upgraded all of them for free to the Enhanced Edition, where they basically made a final patch, unless something was wrong with it, where they added content and just fixed everything up.
Very nice.
That's nice. Of course, I mean I heard also when they got released it was kind of a buggy game,
I mean,
so
what
maybe I was
isn't
like,
when it
I'm
comes
sorry
out?
for
Yeah.
such
Every
a
game
shitty
has
game.
patches.
Wasn't
That's true.
Crud, what was the last major
That's
one? Didn't
true.
Bulletstorm have a ton of issues when it first came out? Or was it something else I'm thinking of? I mean, a lot of things have a ton of issues.
Yeah, I don't
but
know. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it could have been Bulletstorm,
One of-
it could have been Rage.
one
I
of
heard
the
both were
worst
kind of.
launches ever was for
subpar.
kind of actually untalked about because it was on PC, but BioShock had this thing where
Oh.
your key that came in the box didn't work. So then it... No. Like,
the
it was the
BioShock?
original.
BioShock?
I'm pretty
Nice.
sure it was the original.
Oh no!
It was the first one, and then so it took them like 3 weeks to come up with this like online routing system to give you a new key to make it work.
Wow.
So and then they never really got around it. So you had to reinstall it on a new computer. You would have to go through this whole process again. It's like a 3-step verification.
Wow. That just sounds terrible.
Wow.
Did they do anything to make it up? I mean, did they give you any kind
No.
of... Oh.
Not at all.
Well, at least it was a good game, I guess.
I mean, there was really nothing for them to give you. I mean, at
Good
best
point,
they would have
though.
gave you another copy. This was before the DLC,
this was
everything.
before DLC, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they could give you
That's
another
exactly
copy, but
what's
that
to
CD
activate.
key wouldn't work either.
Yeah, they would give you 4 of the first 17 map packs.
So, the game that I was really excited about hearing about was the new game or the first game from Respawn, the guys from Infinity Ward, and that was Titanfall, which basically looks like Call of Duty Mech Assault.
Which draws a big
With
meh from me.
Mech Assault.
Yeah.
I checked that out.
I don't give a crap about vehicles or mechs, so I have no interest in that game.
I can definitely see that. And mechs definitely aren't my thing by any means, but I know what the guys at least when they were with Infinity Ward, I know what they're capable of, so I know that they can make a good game, and that's really all I care about. Kind of the same with Bungie. Really, anything they put out, I'm going to be behind because I know what they're capable of.
Yeah,
so,
and did you watch that trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty legit.
It looked good.
It looked very good. I mean, I'm kind of worried. It literally seems like Call of Duty with just mechs added. But to a certain degree, I don't even mind. It's just like, all right, futuristic Call of Duty mechs, I can deal.
Yeah, and that was one of the games I think. My stream froze up on me while I was at work, of course, during the trailer. Like the one game I was actually waiting for. But I think that was one of the first games that they actually showed, even if it was pre-recorded, but actual gameplay of.
Yeah.
Well, maybe no. Dead Rising 3. They showed some Dead Rising 3 that wasn't pre-rendered cinematics or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another thing that really pisses me off. Here, let's announce this game. Look how great it looks. It's all pre-rendered cinematics. You're going to see nothing like it in actual gameplay.
I don't mind that as much. I feel like that's kind of like that just happens. And that's something I've become used to because they've been doing that for years. And
doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, but it saves. I mean, I think the thing is they don't have time to focus on every game and give every game gameplay. And on top of that, a lot of developers are like, we want to get our game out there during E3 to get a lot of attention on it, but we don't have anything ready yet, so they release a trailer.
It's okay to release a trailer or a teaser or something with that in it, but you've got some of these
Label
guys
it.
that are talking on stage that are saying, "Oh, look at all this in-engine
gameplay footage."
Yeah, look at all this in-engine gameplay footage, and it's a cutscene. That's
or the intro
totally
video before
thing.
the title screen.
Yeah, and it's just rendered in the engine. It's not rendered dynamically. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Transistors.
So 5 billion of them. The amount of transistors is too damn high. I don't know his actual voice, but whatever.
That's the way I pictured it. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that was pretty close to the one in my mind too. But now that we're talking about that game, what is that game? I saw the name popped up, and I felt like it was an important part of the presentation, but I didn't really catch what it was.
What game?
Transistor.
Which game? It's not a game.
No, I think it actually.
I
think it actually was.
Okay, I just brought it up. Transistor, a science fiction themed action RPG by Supergiant Games, the guys who created Bastion. Did anyone?
I know the name, but I don't know anything about it. There were a lot of games that were announced at a lot of the press conferences, but Xboxes specifically that I watched them. It's like, okay, I have no interest in that.
Forget I brought this up. Apparently, this was announced in March. I just didn't hear anything about it.
Way to bring up old news. I mean, I already knew about it.
Okay, we brought up BioShock 10 minutes ago. Shut your face. I saw it in one of the recap videos, so I don't know why that popped up then. So, oh well. So, either way, it's not going to be a game I'm interested in.
Yeah. That was about, at least for games, that was about it for me. I mean, they teased a new Halo game, which I'm excited for just because I'm a lousy Halo fanatic. I don't get why Master Chief was in what was that?
A poncho to deter sand from being his metal-plated joints, apparently.
Yeah. But
or to cloak himself, even though he totally would be not recognizable if whatever.
Yeah, I guess they had to tease it somehow. I mean, they couldn't just show him standing in your armor. But yeah, that was probably the last game I was actually excited for. The other things that they mentioned, and this also pissed me off a little bit too, even though they're improving it. Right now on the Xbox 360, you have a 100-friend limit. You can't have over 100 friends. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, we're finally removing that, and you're going to be able to have blah, 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 blah. That was something that was supposed to be removed with Halo 2 servers going down. That was one of the main reasons why it got shut down. because the old Xbox servers, the legacy servers, they said were holding them back from making updates to Xbox Live. And one of the things they specifically said back then when they were working on shutting these things down is the friend limit was one of the things that was restricted by it. So they were going to get rid of that by getting rid of Halo 2 servers. They shut the things down and they never fucking updated it.
Yep. Not surprising.
That was like 3 years ago that they did that too, I think.
I'm not surprised at this point. Microsoft's been kind of scumbaggy to me in the past few days, so maybe that's just kind of I'm feeding off of the negative energy that's pretty much everyone's giving them a bad rep, and so I think I'm kind of getting a lot of that.
Let the hate flow
a little
through
bit,
you.
But I don't. Yeah, speaking of mishaps, how about that Xbox One price?
Oh, I'm okay with the price actually. $500. It's a little steep, but
why don't you move to Europe if you're okay with the price?
Why would they say it was?
It's 500
euros.
It's 500 euros, and that translates to about $660 American. They didn't convert the prices.
Ah, okay.
So they get to pay 500 euros. We get to pay $500.
I feel bad for them, but at the same time, I can't quite put myself in their shoes because I mean, every single company does that. Look at Adobe with their pricing in Australia. Well, that's like 4 times what you would pay. It's cheaper in Australia. It's cheaper to buy a plane ticket, fly to America, buy a copy of Adobe Creative Suite, and fly back than it is to just buy the download, not the physical copy, the download from Australia.
Yeah, but at the same time,
it pisses me off. But I can't put myself in that shoe.
There's a lot of games that will adjust their prices accordingly for the European market, and the fact that Microsoft just straight up completely ignored them, I don't know. I feel like that was a very bad choice, and I think they're gonna go back on it in a few days.
I'm hoping so.
I mean, I don't really care one way or the other. I just think it was a bad idea.
Didn't the PS4 do that though too? We're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
The PS4? No. I
thought it was. I thought it was across the board the same price.
I think it was 350 euros.
I'll double check that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll double check that later. We have time.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure.
If we were sorry, I didn't want to derail the conversation there like I just did.
Yeah, thanks.
But sorry about that. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention with Microsoft, and then I think I'm done with my Microsoft talk. They are adopting something with that the PSN does, and I'm happy for it, but it needs some work. So the PSN, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you get free games to download. I think it's every month. For example, as of recording this right here, you can now get XCOM and not Spec Ops: The Line. I'm sorry, XCOM, Uncharted 3, and Little Big Planet Kart Racing. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you can get those on the PlayStation Network for free. And as long as you keep your PlayStation Plus subscription, you can play those games whenever, and you just download them.
Yep.
So Microsoft finally came out and did the same thing. They said so from now on, Gold members are going to get 2 free games a month, which is awesome. I mean, it's nice to know that they're actually giving back a little bit. The first 2 games announced: Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3.
Nice.
Now, to put this in perspective, XCOM for the PSN came out in 2012, and Uncharted 3 came out in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed 2 came out in 2009, and Halo 3 came out in 2007. So essentially, Microsoft saved you like $25-$30, whereas PSN saved you probably around $40 or $50.
Yep.
It's a start, but
too little, too late.
Yeah.
Too little, too late.
They need to make some fast improvements. Those games are awesome, by the way. Assassin's Creed 2 was probably my my favorite Assassin's Creed game, and the last one I actively played. And Halo 3 was awesome too. They're good games, but it's not up to the level that the PSN is. They need more current games, and just that's what they need to bring it up to.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. So my hopes were just dashed a little bit.
Why is that?
Because I know it was under the Ubisoft release, but their game, The Crew, I was really getting interested in. It's like a squad racing game where it's more than just city streets and stuff, so you can go off-roading, multi-objective, you can have, like, you play with your online buddies. There's no loading. There's a bunch of different distinct areas.
Xbox exclusive.
Looks like it.
Nope. Done. But I think we could, if you guys wanted to, we could transition into talking about Ubisoft, because they had some interesting releases, I think.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. That's the one press conference I think I missed most of, though.
I missed most of it too, but there's one game I really want to talk about, and that's The Divided. You guys check that out?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good.
The Divided or The Division?
The Divided. Oh, wait. Is it The Divided or The Division? I don't remember.
Division's the Tom
Clancy
Clancy one.
Yeah, it's a Tom Clancy game. Essentially, choose your soldier with infection.
Division.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, The Division.
That does look good.
That looks amazing.
That will be that'll be one I'll have to pick up.
See, what's interesting is they showed The Division, but they didn't show any more Patriots.
Yeah,
any more what?
Rainbow Six.
Yeah, that's the next Rainbow Six game.
Yeah, maybe that one might be on the back burner though.
It's probably a 360 PS3 game.
Yeah, probably.
They probably won't even put it next gen.
I could see that too. I'm not sure though.
That's probably what they're going to wind up doing with the Splinter Cell Blacklist, it seems like.
Yeah, I hope. I don't really care, actually.
Oh well.
Well, I'm just saying that's kind of the line that they're going there. I mean, the games are coming out
Blacklist
just
current gen.
They're coming out just on the cusp of the release dates of the new consoles, and it's just like, we really don't want to develop for them. It's not worth it at this point.
Mm.
What I found funny was what they showed for Stick of Truth. Nothing.
I missed that.
Did they? What was that during Microsoft?
No,
it was
Ubisoft.
the Ubisoft presentation. They basically went over farting, and then it ended with Cartman saying, "Coming to a holiday soon." And then he even specified, he was just like, "Some holiday, hopefully."
Well, that's good.
That game was supposed to be... Wasn't it supposed to be out already? And then it got delayed because the company went under and Ubisoft bought it out?
Yeah, that was under development at THQ, right?
Yeah, it was THQ property.
Yep, you're right.
That's right. Let's see when the release date is.
TBA.
Oh. Yeah, it's still just
It's still not announced. Maybe this Christmas, who knows, even if it does get published.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, there was one game Ubisoft... Well, besides the Stick of Truth. I'm excited for the Stick of Truth and the Division, so I guess there were more than one game. Anyway, they also announced 2 new Trials games.
Oh, yeah.
Trials Fusion, and that's going to be on consoles, and then Trials Frontier, which is going to be on mobile devices, so I'm assuming like iPad, iOS, Android, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I missed a press conference on it, but I heard about the announcement, so I'm pretty excited for that. That looks good, too.
I guess the big deal for that is now you can do tricks off your bike.
Oh, sweet.
As well as jumping.
You can break your bones.
They added a whole new mechanic.
Off your bike. For good reasons.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, what type of tricks would you do? Like, a backflip? Or
Superman,
something?
a rodeo,
Superman,
a can.
No, I mean,
what do they call
off
it?
your bike.
Recliner. Oh,
like, off your bike, like,
That's what I mean. Oh, no, normally you just fall off and
normally
your bike
you just,
lands
like,
on you and you get really mad.
Yeah, no, but I don't know, I'm just... Because, like, you said they added in...
Well, you don't like
bike.
put the kickstand down on your bike and then get up and dance or something like that.
Yeah, this isn't Tony Hawk's Underground.
Yeah, that's what
you run around, do an ollie, and then caveman back onto your board.
Yeah. Oh man, that was such a great game.
Captain Caveman?
I downloaded the Proving Ground demo the other day. Man, is that... I don't know, it had like PlayStation 1 graphics.
Oh, right,
Nice.
okay, I remember that one now.
It probably came out in like '08 or something, but it was god-awful looking. But anyway, one thing that I definitely got out of all the conferences is apparently I really need to hook my tablet up to play video games now.
Oh, God.
Just about every game. However,
I hate that.
Project Spark looked pretty awesome. That looks fun.
I did not catch that one. I saw the name pop up, but I didn't catch what it was.
It was the presentation started off with, well, we want to give you a world that you can create, blah, 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 from scratch. So they brought out a guy, and he's like, give me terrain. Now give me a river. Now make mountains. Now make that grass. How about Arctic? Now make it this. And it made all of these things as he said it. Mm-hmm. So it's like Sim World, basically. I was wondering if Will Wright had something to do with it.
Wow.
It did
seems
look really
ambitious.
cool, but I'm not too sure about it. I'd have to look a little bit more into it.
Yeah,
It caught my eye though.
I
I'm
like
glad
the
you brought
way-
that up though.
Yeah, they brought in the other guy. I mean, it was all canned footage, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But the way they had the other guy using his tablet to interact, so they had the main guy who started it ended up doing some kind of like combat, it was like magic and stuff going in, and they're like, well, you're getting overwhelmed, so you're going to need to call in backup. So then the dude with the Microsoft tablet or whatever he had pops in and starts dropping like fireballs and stuff on the enemy. Oh, no. It started out where you throw a rock in the environment. Everything in the game has some kind of behavior and basically like a brain to control their behavior. So you can set the brain on a rock, and they did, and turn it into a pet rock. And then
That's
you could
what that
basically just
was.
keep evolving it until it turned into like this big mecha rock Zord Lord. And then it was fighting something.
So that's what everyone was saying. I was trying to get the meme about you get to raise a pet rock in Project Spark. I guess I missed that part.
Yeah, that was like the premise is that everything has a brain.
Project
So
Project
rocks.
Spark, the pet rock simulator.
Project Rock. Camp Rock.
Oh god.
So what I'm hearing is pet rocks are in again.
Go buy
Yeah.
yours today.
What I'm hearing,
Yep, they're the in thing.
what I'm hearing is I hate the PS4 controller. Love the Xbox
Yeah.
controller.
I don't really have an opinion one way or the other, personally. What do you dislike about the PS4 controller?
I don't like the middle bit. I don't remember what the screen's supposed to do.
Yeah,
And I don't like the share button. And I don't like that there's an options button, because I'm going to hit both of those a lot.
yeah, but
Unless I don't use the left D-pad, so...
Yeah, I just like the.
But I
Go ahead.
really am into the look of the Xbox
Definitely.
controller. It just looks
It
gnarly.
looks nice. The shape of it just. The Xbox 360 controller is pretty much perfect in my opinion, and I know I'm not alone when I say that, but that the shape of it just feels good in your hand. The PlayStation one is a little off.
Yeah, I don't like it as
The
much.
main gripe I have with the PlayStation controller, at least the PlayStation 3 controller, is the L2 and R2. Those two buttons there. They're just like spongy.
The way they hang off.
I don't mind that they hang off just a
Spongy.
little bit, but they're not like snappy. They are kind of like the Xbox triggers. They're not like an actual button. It's more like a lever kind of thing. It's not like a click and it's pushed down. Whereas the R1 and L1 buttons are more you just click them down. The shoulder buttons on the PS3 controllers, I don't know, they just don't feel right. That's a small gripe, but that's like my biggest gripe with them, I guess.
I guess the Xbox One controllers now are supposed to have some kind of adjustable feedback.
okay.
They haven't said what it is, whether it's going to be just mechanical adjustable feedback or it's going to be vibrating or what. But there's supposed to be something to it.
that'd be
Gotcha.
nice.
So it looks like they might be taking that from Razer. When Razer came out with their 360 controller, they had adjustable tension thumbsticks.
I'm hoping there'll be a good third-party PS4 controller,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or there's some way to use an Xbox One controller, because that would just make my day.
The thing that sucks, and well, not sucks. I don't know why I said that. The Xbox One controller now apparently has mini USB. So you don't need that stupid special adapter that comes with their $50 controllers or something like that, or that comes $20 separate. It actually has micro USB that you can plug in, or mini USB, one of the two. I think it's the same thing as the PS3 controllers. So it's a lot more universal now. At the very least, it's some form of USB plugged into the controller. It's not a proprietary one anymore. So that, if they could make one improvement to the controller, I think it was probably that. Other than the D-pad. The D-pad will probably still suck. It looks like they didn't change that too much.
Wait, the D-pad on a
On the
which?
360 or on the Xbox One controller. I'm not a fan of the D-pad on the 360 controllers. I'd rather have the PS. That's where the PS3 controller comes in my opinion, because you've got the 4 separate buttons, whereas
Yeah, the D-pad
Yeah.
does suck on that, but I rarely use
same
it.
here. But when I
Yeah.
do, it does suck.
well, they did
And the way they recessed it now is going to make it even harder to press.
Probably.
They did update the D-pad a little bit though for the 360.
Yep.
Because they released those new controllers that I never tested them out myself, but I mean, didn't they separate? I don't think they separated the buttons, but they made them a little better.
I've got one of those actually in front of me right now. Let me pick it up. It's if you're talking about
the Chrome
if
ones?
you're talking about the Chrome one or the I think it first started with the monochrome controller or the monotone controller. It was the all gray controller. That was the first one that had this. But it's a little you twist the D-pad and then and then either the depending on which way you twist it, the D-pad will either rise up a little bit or it'll come back down so everything is more flush. So it makes the D-pad more pronounced, I guess.
Yeah, my Chrome one doesn't do that, nor does my Gears controller.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, which Chrome one do you have?
I have the blue.
Wait, really? Like
Yeah.
the blue Chrome controller with the black back?
Yeah, that looks all chromy.
I was gonna say the one that's blue.
I'm looking at this. I've got the same.
You have to,
I was
wait,
gonna
it
say,
did
I've got
do
the
it.
same one.
Holy
and it
crap! I didn't want to break it.
Well,
I turned it a little bit harder, and then it worked. Uh-oh. How do you get to go
you have to
back?
twist it the other way. It's not the easiest thing to twist.
Oh, my fingers are too big. That's
I think we're getting a little off topic here.
I need
Yeah, I think
tweezers.
we're getting quite a bit off topic.
Manipulate
Little
this.
bit.
Let's
Well, not really.
Well, I mean, we started off talking about PS4 and Xbox One, and now we're on 360. So
Well, it's discussing the controllers.
We're talking about the
It's
controller.
not,
Okay.
it's not the most off.
Directly
it's not the
related.
most off topic we can get. So what I had for
well,
lunch today,
Or
I
have
went
been.
to I went to Cousin Subs today.
I haven't pooped solid in a week.
Thank you,
poop
Xlax.
poop jokes.
Okay, so
More
Yeah.
Ovaltine, please.
So Zach, you learned something. Your controller actually does have that retractable D-pad thing.
Well, I better check my Gears one too right away.
It might.
We
I'm
all
not sure
learned
about that one,
something today.
but yeah.
Yeah, dang it!
It
then he
does
breaks
too,
it.
doesn't it?
Oh my god.
I never use it for anything. I only play hockey on my Xbox, and I don't use the D-pad for anything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Drat! Spoiled again.
I hear that.
Bob Saget.
So, the only other game that I heard, at least outside of the Sony press conference, that I was excited about, Mirror's Edge 2. Am I the only one here?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, God.
I really don't care about. I didn't play the first one and doesn't do anything.
I
Mirror's
played
Edge-
a little bit.
Mirror's Edge 1 definitely had its flaws in that first-person platformer like that doesn't work too terribly well. But the concept of it, the actual execution,
Yeah.
overall,
admit,
I loved the game.
when that game was first announced, it looked amazing. And
The original Mirror's Edge?
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
not even just graphically, because it looked beautiful, like graphically,
Yeah.
but like everything about it was just like, that sounds awesome. It was like, yay, he might have done something good here, and then I think it was just kind of too ambitious.
It was also, it was a little bit different than everything else coming out at that time because it was bright and colorful and everything. I mean, most of it was white,
Oh my
but
God,
it had different color tones, whereas everything else back then was the dark gray, dark brown palette.
I'm pretty sure that was their tech demo for Bloom, because every single game after that, they've like injected quadruple doses of Bloom into everything. It's just like, just check out any EA game or any DICE game, really, anything that runs like Frostbite. You can't see more than like a foot in front of you if you're outside in the sunlight in the game. Like Syndicate, just check out Syndicate sometime. It's ridiculous.
Oh
Never heard of that
God!
one.
Oh
Yeah, I
God! The bloom is so bad on
It's
that
just,
game.
and you can't. I don't think you can even turn it off. It's just insane.
No, you just deal with it
you buy sunglasses.
until your eyes bleed.
You buy sunglasses and they burn right through.
No, you have to buy some of those, what are they, gunner or whatever glasses,
Hammers.
those gamer glasses. The
Yeah.
yellow tinted ones.
Oh yeah, that's
you
a
gotta
good
buy
idea.
those. $80 for the Call of Duty ones.
There you go.
And you gotta get the Call of Duty ones, because otherwise, I mean, they're worthless.
Yeah, they
Otherwise, you're gay.
help you shoot faster.
This helps you shoot faster, Squeeze God.
Alright,
So, I was really excited about that, but I guess I'm the only one here.
I'm trying
So-
to think. The problem for me is I don't know what games were from each of the press conferences because I was just recapping.
Well,
so
at
I
this
don't know
point-
what to talk about.
At this point, we're about to go into the
Yeah,
PS4, so it doesn't
Awesome.
really matter.
I'm excited.
So, yeah, if you're ready to go into the PS4, let's go
Oh,
into
I
the
am.
PS4.
PS4.
Oh my god, yeah.
They
First
picked-
off,
Okay, sign
can
me
we
up.
just
sign me
talk
up.
really quickly?
Should we pick an order? Go ahead.
I'd like to talk about
You can have
price
the floor.
and
Oh, sure. Get
used
to the last
games
thing
and-
that they talk about.
It doesn't matter. It was the
I
most
know, I
important.
know.
It was
Most
the
important
most
thing.
It was.
First off, $400. Done.
Done in a week. You can buy it.
I would pre-order that. I'm actually back into console gaming.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
right
I
about
now,
really
right
am
now
too.
it's the most pre-ordered console on Amazon.
That's what I've heard.
I might start being a console gamer because
Yeah, it had some really good games coming out too, but we'll get into that. Then, I mean, that and the fact that they straight up, whereas Xbox has been stepping around the issue,
Dodging the fucking questions.
they stepped up and they said, nope, we're fine with you borrowing games, we're fine with you lending games, we're fine with you buying used games. That's totally fine.
My
And did you hear the applause?
I was
What
going to say,
the-
that was my favorite part about it. With the
That's
with the
great.
stupid Microsoft conference, you hear, yay, woo, yeah, and you know it's pretty much the Microsoft employees. With this, everyone was in there. Like, you could tell that was not just Sony employees there.
Not to bring us off topic and back to Microsoft really quick, but I guess I'm going to. When they announced the price on that during that the reveal, they're like, "Oh, $500," and the guy just stands there. No one claps, and he just kind of like smiles, and then one guy he starts clapping, and then one guy in the crowd's like, "Yeah, I got you." Like, that was just awful. I felt bad for him, but then I was like, "Well, you just told me it's $500, so
It's
I'm
honestly
angry.
what I was expecting. I was hoping
Aye.
for less, but I was expecting that. I was
yeah,
actually
expecting
expecting
5 and
600.
$550.
I was expecting
Well, I
the
mean, if you want
PS4
more,
to be
you
more
know.
expensive than the Xbox One, honestly, because that's the way the PS3 was.
Yeah, that's I like how they basically did the flip flop. You
Yep.
notice that?
Yep.
It's kind of funny, but
Okay, you guys mentioned the used game market thing.
Mhm.
You have to keep in mind what Sony did was they said as a platform they're not going to restrict it, but they're leaving it
Yeah.
up to developers. So the
True.
developers could still screw us all over that way if they were so inclined.
That's the developer though. I'm actually I mean, yeah, it would suck if
publisher,
they
not
did that.
developer.
Well, okay, publisher. I'm not happy about that, but I'm happy that the console isn't limiting it. Microsoft should not limit that at all.
I'm glad that as a policy, Sony's not going to do any of that because that means
Yeah.
that Sony's titles too, anything that they develop or publish, won't have that on there.
See, and what Microsoft said right off the bat when they first announced or started announcing this stupid used game system and the always-on stuff for that matter.
Oh yeah, we got to
they
get into that too.
Yeah, Microsoft said, we won't require you to be always on. It's up to the developer. If they use cloud saving, which we want them to take advantage of, then
And
you'll
we're
need to
shoving
be
down your
always on.
throats.
Yeah, and then they shove down with the, oh yeah, you need to be connected once a day anyway, so up
Yeah,
yours.
24. That's so ridiculous.
One of the first things I thought of, though, as soon as Sony said that we won't restrict used games, it was, okay, you won't restrict used games, but tell us how. I mean, I want to hear specifics. I don't want to hear you just say, oh, yeah, we won't do this and we won't do that. Because
Yeah.
there's always going to be a way around it. But then they actually came out and said, that parody video, or not parody video, the video that Sony released for sharing games, which we'll link if you haven't seen it yet, it was just hilarious. Here's how to share a game. You take the game and you give it to your friend. It's as easy as that.
Yep.
That is the best way that they could have combated Microsoft, and they nailed it.
Yeah, I'm glad they cleared that up right away. Well, not right away in the presentation, but I mean, you know, as soon as they got up on, I should say, within the first presentation on that stage, they immediately went up
made
there,
it
they addressed
clear.
the issue, and they said, "Hey, this is what's going on," and
They sold it to everyone.
I think it worked. I think in that move they gained a lot of support and a lot of people, including myself, who I was previously an Xbox Microsoft fanboy. They convinced a lot of people to switch over.
Oh yeah.
So I think this is going to pay out very well for Sony. I think this is going to be their comeback year, big time.
Yeah, just with that one announcement right there, I mean, they pretty much won E3, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I found... What's the symbol for the euro? Is that the one that kind of looks like an E, like a curved E?
Yeah.
And
then
there's
the L is the leer, I
Okay,
believe.
yeah.
I thought that
I
was the
found-
pound. But
either way, I found Sony's reveal of it. It is $399, £399, 399 euros, 349 pounds or liras or whatever it is. And somehow a trailer is playing for me. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh my god.
Fuck joystick.
I'm sorry to derail
that's
our conversation
looks like
really quick, but we forgot a game for
What did
Xbox.
we forget?
We forgot Rise.
Oh god, how can we forget about Rise?
I don't know.
I had
I don't
that on my
know.
sheet here too.
That's
I
an
wanted to talk
exclusive?
about that. Yes,
It's an
that's
exclusive. Did
So
you check
They
that
can
out?
keep it.
Zach?
The QuickTime event game.
Yes, the QuickTime event.
It
But
looked so good.
well, I mean, graphically, like it looked really nice, but I don't know how the gameplay was. It just
No.
seems like an interesting concept. That's all.
I
heard a lot of
seems
people
like
compare it to Call of Duty with swords, essentially, though. That's what I've heard a lot of people mention.
I haven't heard that comparison. It doesn't. I don't know. I guess I could see that a little bit.
Yeah.
But the main problem I have with it, and I know that I talked with you, Zach, about this, was that, like you said, it's QuickTime event, the game. Every single enemy there required a QuickTime event to kill.
Yep.
It's next thing you know, these games are going to start coming with a Guitar Hero controller, and you're going to need to play Freebird to fucking kill an enemy. And if you miss one note in there, you're going to fail.
I don't even care about the thing for me that I dislike about QuickTime events is the fact that it's all canned and restricted animation, restricted freedom.
It's like Forza, you're not playing.
Yeah, it's literally like watching an interactive movie. That's what you're doing.
Which, I mean, that's cool in some ways, because it's just like...
It's not a video game, though.
Watching that demo, well, neither is Walking Dead game. I mean, you're really not doing much. You're still hitting minimal amount of buttons to do a minimal amount of action. But for as well as the movie 300 did, and all the clones of that game is right in the realm of that.
Mm.
I mean, that's going to do well, because it's going to have the graphic style. Hopefully it'll have the narration and the story, which isn't all Zeus and Athena, which is pretty much every game set in that general time frame. That's all those games are about. I'd like to see just a military aspect. I would like to see a better combat system, but I mean, it's that or you're gonna end up with God of War.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that. It will do well. It's not the most original concept, but it's an original concept nowadays. It's not a fantasy elven setting or anything like that, like every other game that's coming out. It's a unique setting, and it does look good. It's definitely unique among everything that they announced, so it definitely will do well, and I'll probably wind up checking it out. But I don't know, the QuickTime event thing just kind of bugged me a little bit. And there are ways to do QuickTime events right. You mentioned the Walking Dead game. There's Heavy Rain. It's those are more like movie games. I don't classify them as games. Like I wouldn't compare the Walking Dead game to God of War or anything like that. But
it's a different level of involvement.
Yeah.
Entirely, yeah.
That game is mainly, those games are mainly story based, and that's what their strength is, and they do it well. But QuickTime events are very rarely do I see them done in a way that I think serves a good purpose in the game. And just with the gameplay footage that they showed with Rise, it didn't quite seem like that's... I mean, every single enemy they killed required that. It'd be different if it was like God of War. Most of there are like special enemies that you'll kill that will require a QuickTime event.
The final kill.
Yeah, but the nameless drones are just button mashing.
Yep.
Or combos if you actually have that kind of talent. I don't. But it does look good, and I'll probably wind up giving it a shot. I'm glad you brought that up, though. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You know what we didn't talk about?
What's
that?
Battlefield 4.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. You mean Call of Duty without dogs?
Yeah, but bigger.
Did you guys see the presentation where he's like, all right, let's take a look? And they pan away to the screen? And apparently there's a lot of technical issues.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that during the Xbox...
yep, I think so.
Yeah, see, we keep coming back to them. We should just talk about games and just kind of, because we're going back and forth anyways. We might as well just open.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the structure's gone now.
Yeah, let's just get rid of that. I think we talked about the systems enough. I think we talked. People know what's going on. I think so. Let's just talk about the games.
You
Yo.
probably saw that Bernie Burns tweeted during the Battlefield presentation
keeping
where
up
he's
with
just he was just like, I tripped over a cord backstage during Battlefield, hoping it wasn't a big deal.
Yep. Oh god, that was awesome. Yeah, I was keeping up with Bernie's tweets with Ray and Jack. They were doing live tweeting from from there too.
I had the giant bomb guys going.
Ah.
Yeah, I feel very shut off because I didn't catch any of this. I was after the fact for everything, so.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I watched a tiny bit of that trailer and it looked nice graphically. I mean, I don't know much else, but I was just like, all right, that looks pretty respectable.
I mean, they had 64 people on stage, and then the sound went out, so they had 2 full teams, but they were fighting in this huge high-rise building, and lo and behold, guy with the tablet comes in and calls an aerial strike because he has what they called the commander mode or whatever, where there's one leader on the field, and it ended up basically. I kind of tuned out because it's Battlefield because I really don't care about that franchise. But they ended up destroying the entire high rise, which was amazing. The
Talk
commander's
about destructible environments.
yeah, the commander's get out of the building, it's going down, and then all these people are scrambling to get out.
And then the
Wow.
sound went out.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
That was worth watching. It looks good.
Nice.
I mean, didn't look that much better than Battlefield 3, but with the new tech, I think they're just going to use it for more blowing up of bigger stuff.
Ooh, that's a good point though, because I mean, remember when Battlefield 3 was announced? Everyone's like, "Oh my god, that game looks amazing," and then, it wasn't bad. It's not that bad of a game.
It was alright.
But yeah, it wasn't when it got announced. Holy crap! You couldn't not hear about it. Everyone was talking about it. I'm worried that might happen with Battlefield 4. It might be the same type of thing where it's it looks amazing now, game comes out, it doesn't deliver the hype, So,
Yeah.
that's what I worry about.
Yeah,
But I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see. It just got announced, so we got time.
definitely.
Yeah. Oh, so I got another game. I don't know if you guys saw this.
If you take mine, I'm gonna hurt you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I hope I do.
Tread
Anyways,
carefully, my friend.
Octodad.
Oh, okay. You get all right. You're safe. You're safe.
No one cared about Octodad.
I saw it, but
I didn't even hear of it. What is it?
I saw the guy playing
Okay.
it, but I didn't. Yeah.
I don't know how to explain Octodad. It was. Have you heard of the original game? Because they announced a sequel and they ran a gameplay video.
Quad
or no.
Dad?
I know. I thought it was just Octodad. The original was
No,
called
it-
Octodad.
Septodad?
It was a joke because it was a
Pentadad?
Never mind. There you
Well,
go, Pentadad. That works too. We're adding
Oh, okay.
on legs to the dad, basically,
Oh, okay.
or
Anyways,
taking away in my case.
Yeah, just adding a different prefix.
But
Continue.
Octodad, the original one, was this free game that got released. I forget who worked on it. It was some university, some students from somewhere. They built this game up, and it's literally you're a guy who's an octopus.
DePaul University.
Okay, yeah. And you
I
have
just looked it up.
2 arms, 2 legs, but you have to just do mundane things. And I don't even know what the game's about, but it got a decent amount of hype and attention. But they're releasing a sequel to it, and it's a legitimate sequel. And I don't know, I don't know how to explain it without you having seen it. So you just have to go check it out. It's just so weird. And they
Scrolling
actually
down
got
their
stage
website,
time.
I find I don't care.
It definitely looked different, different than anything I've ever seen before. But I wasn't paying attention to it. I think I had something else to do. Was this the Xbox reveal too, or the
No,
Xbox
this is
press
PS.
conference?
This is PS4.
Oh,
If I remember
I was
correctly.
paying attention to something else then when I was okay. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I missed this part.
PS4.
My bad.
So I think they just had a trailer for it, and that was it. But I don't know. I saw it, and I was just surprised that they made time for it during the reveal. So it just made me laugh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, especially coming up from a university game to make it up there.
Yeah, to a legitimate. I'm pretty sure this is a paying. You pay for it and everything, a legitimate game that they're making.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's definitely a step up. Congrats to them.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
Yeah. So the game I wanted to talk about, it was shown at the Sony press conference, but really it's not a next gen game. But they started off their press conference with it, and that was The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Yes. I mean that just came out though.
No, it didn't. It comes out on Friday.
Oh, okay, never mind. The reviews have come out.
Yeah, the reviews are out. And for those of you listening right now, and it might not be Friday or anything like that, it comes out on the 14th of June. So that'll give you a better time frame.
Hey, idiots! That game's been out for 3 months. Well, idiot listening 3 months from now, this isn't relevant at all to you.
Good job, non-current
Thank
idiot.
you for listening, but stop. Go watch our current stuff, please. We'd really appreciate it. Don't badmouth us for it.
Idiot.
Asshole. God. Anyways.
But anyway, yeah, The Last of Us.
Last of Us.
I feel bad because I bought God of War when it came out, God of War Ascension, and it came with a demo for The Last of Us, and I still haven't played the damn thing. But seeing the footage that they showed of The Last of Us at the Sony press conference, I have to get that game. It looks amazing, the atmosphere looks amazing, just everything about it looks awesome. And it's from Naughty Dog too.
Yep.
Uncharted. I know it's not relevant, but
And that's not
Crash
exclusive,
Bandicoot.
right? That's multi-platform?
No, that is exclusive.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's PS3 exclusive.
That is a PS3 exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
this
think
isn't
it's
for
the
PS4.
PS4. No,
That's
it's
how
not.
that works. Okay.
Yep.
But it looks like a really good game. I heard a lot about it before it came out.
I will.
And,
I will definitely be picking that up.
I feel like Sony has really been doing a lot of those types of games that are very. I don't know how to explain it. Just it's very like cinematic and very like you very like you just kind of dive into the characters and you get like
they're very
really
story
into
intensive.
them. Yes, that's what I was trying to explain.
It's
like,
very
they have a
immersive.
lot of
Story
titles.
driven.
Story
Yes.
driven. There you go. That's it. Yeah.
And I
Sony
think
does
it's
that
one
well.
where-
Or at least the companies that develop for Sony do that well. Naughty Dog does it well.
those
I'm
other
trying to think of-
companies.
Yeah. other examples, other good examples.
Probably should have thought of those before we
Yeah,
started
probably.
making a list.
Don't worry, I'll like dub one or two in to make us sound smarter.
Yeah. Okay, good.
No, I won't.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, they seem to have a reputation for having games like that on Sony. Crud, who are the people that made Shadow of the Colossus? Shadow of the Colossus and Ico.
I don't know who they are, but I know, obviously, I know other games.
Darn it! Hang on, I'll find it. I'll find it.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say, the more I see of Watch Dogs, the less I care about it.
No way.
It was freaking
Yeah.
Team Ico. How couldn't I not think of that?
I don't know. I feel stupid too, but
Anyway, sorry.
how
continue.
can you not like that? Like,
It
just,
didn't do anything for me.
I just,
I didn't
don't-
actually watch that, so I don't
It's
know anything about
basically
that
going to
game.
be a stealth action game
yeah.
where
Well-
the premise is you hack everything.
This is an
So-
old. I mean, this is an old game. Like didn't they announce it several months ago?
It came out at last E3. They had
Yeah.
teased it.
That's right. Was that really?
Oh, I'm thinking
no,
of
I thought it was
Sleeping
at,
Dogs.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was at like PAX or something. It wasn't last
Maybe
year.
it was PAX East.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Either way, it's
Yeah, it was PAX East. It looks
you
like.
are some ultimate hacker in search of your sister who was taken, and you just it looks like it's gonna be like a lot of you sneaking around, and like what they showed was you doing an escort mission via cameras and hacking into signs and into a car's alarm system,
Mhm.
and then minimal amounts of hand-to-hand combat and some third-person shooting elements. It looks like.
Yeah, but I
It
mean,
sounds
it
like
was
an
just,
interesting concept.
it seems to me a lot like Assassin's Creed meets Deus Ex, and
How about
then
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, newer
with
Splinter
some
Cell.
of that thrown in too. But then on top of that, they did the exact same thing that the Division did, in that right at the end they panned out and you saw a bunch of other people on the map, and so it was kind of like hinting like, oh, this might be massively multiplayer, but you don't know. And I was just thinking about how Ubisoft's done that. Like, they did that in Watch Dogs and they did that in the Division, and it's just like, maybe they're making a push right now to massively multiplayer. I'm not sure. But either way, I think that's the really appealing thing to me, is that it might be like you can play that with like a dozen people or something, or like dozens of people. It might just be everyone just running around in the giant city at the same time, just hacking crap. And that sounds awesome.
I was gonna say that sounds like it could be fun, but I don't know anything about the game. Just the concept itself
That's-
sounds like fun.
But that got announced several months ago. So,
Oh, okay.
but I'm surprised you missed it.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying too much attention at that point.
However, oh my God, they finally announced Battlefront.
Yep, I heard.
Did you
about
guys
that.
see that trailer?
I didn't see the trailer. I'm not a fan of Star
it was
Wars,
like
so
sweeping
Get
over
out.
some snow. There's nothing to see.
Yeah, well, it's Hoth, and then you saw like a snow speeder. But me being
so
a
Hoth
giant
is the fire
fanboy,
planet, right? Fire thing, the really hot one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I think
hit
so.
you right in the mouth.
I don't know. I've
Come
only
at me,
played
bro.
10
With a
minutes of
brick.
the Old Republic, so I haven't got to that level yet.
I just
I think
I
that's
just-
where Jar Jar Binks is from. He's my favorite
I hate
character.
both of you. Just no, shut your face.
Okay,
Shut both of your
I'm
faces.
done. I'm done.
I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm out.
You sound like my jokes!
Oh, there goes the mic.
Yeah, no, I'm,
Sweet.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
I
back.
thought you threw your mic.
I did take it off, but
Yeah.
I just had to compose myself for a millisecond. I'm back. I'm
If you
cool.
stop breathing, that'll probably teach me a lesson.
Yeah,
Did
probably.
Did they announce when it's coming out, or did they just?
No,
announce
it was literally like a 30-second
Super
trailer.
teaser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
One of
super,
those.
super, super teaser, but it was enough to get my
Yeah.
hopes up.
Yeah.
And I think I mean, it was during the I think it was during the
Yeah.
Sony. Was it? Oh, okay, it was during. Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause it's being developed by DICE.
Yep.
I don't know what consoles that's for. Then it's probably for all of them. but-
Xbox. And definitely, yeah, it's probably both. I can't imagine it's not.
yeah. So either way, I saw that and
EA's pretty much done with the Wii U. They're doing almost no develop. Actually, right now
Everyone's
they're not
done.
doing any developing for Wii U.
Wasn't
Everyone's
it,
done with
I was going
that.
to say, wasn't it EA? EA, I think, came out a little while ago and tweeted that they said they aren't going to do any more development for the Wii U, and then later deleted that tweet. I'm assuming they got in some sort of trouble for saying that.
Yeah,
probably.
probably. I know they're not doing anything though for it.
Speaking of EA, I don't know if you guys heard. This is kind of recent. This doesn't have anything to do with E3, but EA is disbanding their online passes.
Yep.
You guys saw that?
But
That was a-
my thought behind that was they knew what was coming with Xbox One, and they figured,
Yeah.
oh, we don't need it anymore. Now, granted,
Yeah,
they still have the PS4 to worry about just a little bit as far as that goes, so they might catch a break there. But I think they got rid of one evil and brought in a much greater evil.
Well, I mean, it's going to backfire on them because no one's going to buy the Xbox One.
Well, we'll see.
Show your
It'll
face.
do okay.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
be the reverse, where PS3's done okay,
Mhm.
but obviously Xbox did a lot better.
Yeah. Xbox is going to do okay, but I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to wind up getting one. Just for the heck of having it. I'm going to get a PS4. I know that. I will get a PS4, but I'm probably going to get an Xbox One too.
Mhm.
So I'm not really helping the cause any. Oh, down
No.
with Xbox, blah blah blah. Yeah,
And
I'm gonna
then you
do
go buy it.
Yeah.
Well,
Sell
if you
out.
buy it at
I-
a discount, then you still
Not as
made
big
your
of a deal.
mark.
I probably won't buy it at a discount. I'll probably buy it near launch, if not on.
That's
So
pretty-
I'm really not helping. But
so you're
No,
gonna drop
just-
$800 this Christmas.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Damn, son. All right, power to
We'll
you.
see what
Well,
happens.
actually, it'd be $900 because it'd be $500 for the Xbox One and then $400 for the PS4.
Oh yeah.
Stop
So
reminding me. I need.
And then you gotta buy the games.
Stop it. Stop
You
it.
gotta buy
Stop
the.
it.
I don't
Okay,
think
Mom
the
and Dad.
PS4 price.
I don't want any presents. I just want money.
I think
Can
the
I have my
PS4
allowance
doesn't
now?
include their camera too. I heard.
I
rumors
don't care about
that.
that. I'm not touching that.
Okay, I don't know if it
Oh,
was
we
required.
didn't mention that.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One being
Required Connect.
required for Connect. Yeah.
I was reading this
Always
awesome
watching.
thread a few weeks back, and it was just like, what do you? It was basically asking what people had in terms of like an opinion, and one guy's post is just amazing. It was just like, well, you know, it only can sense your thermal signature in the dark, and only tracks what you do all the time, and it's always on, and always watches you. That's nothing to worry about, right?
We'll just stop it with a post-it note.
Yeah,
Just cover it up.
pretty well. I mean,
Really
you can't
fine.
cover up the speakers. Here's everything.
So it can hear me.
Maybe it's got sonar.
I can't wait to get my Mads Cats Connect cover.
You mean a box?
No, this is gonna be thermodynamic
Box lined with aluminum
thermodynamic
foil
neoprene
and lead.
sleeve.
Ooh, what does that
Yeah,
A box.
exactly.
mean? Okay.
Just like their controllers.
Uh,
So
What up?
back to topic a little bit more.
some more games. I got
More
some.
games. The only other one that I was really excited about for PS4 or that was being announced or shown at the Sony press conference, Destiny. Bungie's
Destiny.
new game.
But, I
All
mean,
I could
that's
see was Star Wars Halo.
All I could see was Borderlands Halo.
all I could
but-
see was I love this game. Give me
I
it.
saw
yeah,
speeder
I want
bikes
it. I will
with
get it
like
no matter what.
Spartans.
Mhm. I'm
Spartan
happy that
speeder bikes.
I'm really happy that that's going to be on multiple consoles.
Yes, definitely.
I'm so happy they're not exclusive to the Xbox, considering all the shit that's going on with Xbox right now.
Yeah, definitely. And Bungie's one of those game companies, like I said earlier with Crow, what was the other company? And I said, Respawn, because I know what they're capable of at Infinity Ward. Bungie is another one of those companies that I will, at this point, pretty much buy anything they put out because I know that they're a good company, that they can make good games.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll have to see.
This spoke for itself as far as I'm concerned. It was awesome. I'm already a fanboy of it, so I guess my opinion is void to most people.
Yeah, I mean, you say
idiot.
you know that everything that they come out with is going to be good, but the only thing that they've come out with is Halo. So
Recently, they've done a lot of stuff before Halo.
But
I mean, if you watch it, it's
and
Halo.
Those are good games.
I'm just trying to. Maybe I just don't know them. Then I'm trying to think of their older stuff, and I don't remember anything.
Bungie did. Crud! I'm trying to recall the name of it here.
Quick, let's all Google it.
Well, I'm actually going to because I don't want to mispronounce the name or something. Yes, Marathon, Myth, and Oni. Marathon is I forgot what system it was on. Maybe it was just PC, but
yeah,
it was like a Doom or a Wolfenstein type game, and I mean it was good. I played the original because they came out with the download for it on Xbox Live on the Xbox Arcade.
Oh, they made Myth. I've
Yep.
heard of that game before.
Yep. So, I mean, Halo to me speaks for itself. They made an awesome series. They stopped, as far as I'm concerned, they stopped at the peak. They stopped at which one did they stop at? They stopped at Reach, I think. Reach was the last one that they developed.
Well, that was the very last one that they were proud of. Halo 4 is the only one that they haven't worked on.
Yeah.
But Halo 4 did alright, so.
Halo 4 was good, but I mean, Halo...
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention that a new Halo got announced, too.
No, I said that a while ago.
No,
Did
we
you?
covered it. There was
Okay.
nothing for us to say, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it was
the
just a
teaser
trailer,
didn't
wasn't
give us
it?
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, just the cloak.
I'm excited.
Poncho
for
Ops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am excited for Destiny, and I'll definitely pick it up whenever that comes out. Which I don't think they've got an official release date. I thought it said 2014. So
I think that's what it said, too.
Yeah,
but they haven't really narrowed it down yet, and I don't think they're going to. It's not
probably
really,
not.
It's not really Bungie's thing. They kind of just are like, eh.
Yeah, they kind of just put it out whenever it's ready, which I'm okay with.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, they had a lot of like little mini snippets of trailers. Another one that looked pretty interesting was The Order. I don't know if you guys caught that one.
I'm
Order.
just looking that up now. The Order 1886.
Yeah.
I missed that part. I missed the first
It
half
was-
of Sony's.
It was like a minute trailer, and it was just like, it's basically like steampunk like vampire hunting.
That's what it
with,
looks like.
like-
Victorian hunter or Victorian London era hunters.
Yeah, with like some steampunk stuff going on and like
Yeah.
airships. It looks
It's
really
like,
cool.
It looks like Dishonored, but
With-
not cell shaded.
yeah,
I
with
mean, we won't
werewolves.
know. I mean, from what they gave you, at least with the footage.
Yeah, because it was
the
only
teaser.
it was only like
It was almost- 30 seconds Mi-
long or something. It was just,
It was like a minute and 20 or something.
yeah, it was really really short.
I
So
just looked it up on Kotaku.
there you go.
But yeah, I'm cool with that. Depending out, I mean, I don't know anything about it. If it's first person, third person, I'm assuming
Yeah.
first.
It was all cinematic cutscene, so that was all we got. But I mean, it seems like an interesting concept, so I'm on board.
It's something about they'll have historical figures and this and that, so it's probably alternate history.
Hmm.
That does sound
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It
Yeah. Excuse me. I must have missed that one.
it seems like you missed out on quite a few.
I missed out on a lot of Sony's.
Yeah.
I was half paying attention with that one. Ironically, I wasn't at work while I was watching Sony's, and I missed more of Sony's than I did than Microsoft's. And I was at
Wow.
work watching Microsoft. So.
Just because
yeah.
you're getting paid to do something, so you want to do it right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Gotta watch that conference.
Yeah.
So, we've also got. Was there anything else on PS4 you guys wanted to talk about?
I'm trying to think. They did. I think they announced a new Oddworld, but that was.
I didn't see it if they did.
I saw little snippets of some sort of Oddworld game during the recaps I watched, but I don't really know much about what was going on with that. So
Yeah,
I guess I got nothing.
Don't know.
The Black Flag looked pretty decent for only being cinematic.
Black Flag. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed. See,
Oh,
I
yeah,
will not
yeah.
get that game
Nope.
just because number one, I liked Assassin's Creed 3 when I first started playing it, but the problem with it is there's so much. Assassin's Creed 1 was you assassinated someone, you did a couple side missions. You assassinated someone, you did a couple side missions. You pretty much, like, there wasn't really a point in the game where you weren't killing someone. With Assassin's Creed 3, it took you like 3 or 4 hours to get your first kill. There's just so much more going on. It's not about the assassinations anymore. It seems like they put a lot more story into it, which I guess wasn't enough to keep my attention. Because, blood's not filling the screen every 30 seconds. And my bloodlust is not satisfied.
Yeah, and also your not playing a poop game wasn't satisfied.
Yeah, my what?
You're not playing a poop game. Wasn't satisfied because it was a
Let's
poop
play
game.
poop game.
No, you go in to satisfy your desire to not play a poop game, and then
Let's
you
play
play
poop
that.
game. Let's get Black Flag. Let's play poop game.
It did look good.
Said every Ubisoft fanboy ever.
But it's just one thing that I don't think I'm gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to kind of like rain on your parade. Hey guys, this game looked really cool. No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
I think I did that because I was just kind of like, this game's poop. And I'm fully admitting that because I don't like that game, and I don't like Assassin's Creed anymore. First game was great, second one was pretty good. Done.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about on that one, Zach?
Nope. New poop. Bad poop. Gotta play
Bad
poop.
Poop,
Gotta
poop.
play with some poop.
You're welcome.
Poop.
Well, that's a good segue, I guess, because we're recording this the day after all those press conferences, so we also got to
day of, technically.
No, the day after.
Well, oh yeah.
I'm not trying.
I guess you're right.
Yep.
Well, I guess you're right.
Thanks.
So,
thanks, Obama.
I'll give you the fact that we are recording it on the day of one of their press conferences, which
That's
was
true.
Nintendo.
Wait,
Nintendo had their press conference this morning.
I don't even know what was in it.
Dude,
I haven't.
I paid attention to it because I was actually interested in a couple of things. The main things I got out of it. Did either of you guys play Wind Waker?
Nope.
Yep, HD remake, right?
Oh wait,
There's
I thought of
there's
something.
There's an HD remake for Wind Maker.
But that's
Wind
old
Waker.
news. That they talked about that.
They did.
There's been rumors of that for a few months, I think.
There's been rumors of
and they released some screens.
the Zelda Link to the Past sequel, but I didn't hear anything about Wind Waker.
I heard inklings of it a while ago.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
those were just rumors.
Well,
Not to rain on
either
your
way.
parade, but
Well,
either way,
either way, it's been announced, and
I'm kind of excited.
I'm late to the wait for which one? Wind Waker?
Wind Waker.
Oh, that's only going to be on the Wii U, I think.
I know, and so I'm never gonna play it, but it's cool. I'm happy because it was a cool enough game,
Yeah.
when I played it. So
Zach, what did you have?
We didn't talk about this, but for the X-Bone, there's supposed to be Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
I heard some
That
of that.
looks kind of cool.
I heard
Cell-shaded Brink style-esque game, but way more cartoony, over the top, fighting some kind of mutants or something. Not entirely clear.
I heard it described as a parkour action shooter.
I heard parkour energy drink, something like that.
Yeah,
I have
it's-
never heard
it's
a game described as a parkour game before. Not even Mirror's Edge.
It's like Brink orange soda mutant.
Done. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks kind of interesting.
I've hit all the keywords you need to know.
Now, is that Xbox exclusive?
And it looks like it's an X-Bone game.
I'm pretty sure it's X-Bone only.
Okay, if we're gonna call it the X-Bone, then we got to come up with something for the PS4 too, because we can't
No.
be completely like one-sided like that. So I'm gonna call it the PS Bore.
No,
'Cause it's
because
boring.
the Xbox One is a horrible name. It should have
Yes,
been the
it is.
Xbox
It is.
180 and then the Xbox 540.
No,
I like the Xbox Infinite personally.
That's what I like. Xbox Infinite
Well,
or Xbox
yeah.
Infinity. And
You know,
the problem
we could call it X-Boner.
I thought about that too. the main thing that bugs me is that
X-Boner.
when they came out with the 360, one of the things that they decided to do was name it 360 because they didn't want to name it Xbox 2 because at the time the PS3 was coming out. So they figured the average consumer is going to look at it and say, "Oh, 3 is greater than 2. This one's better." But then they just
Made
and
one.
throw that out of the water and name it 1.
Yeah, and I feel like the first time I heard it was called Xbox One, I was actually having a conversation with my friend about original Xbox, and I was
And
like,
you
you know,
shit yourself.
Exactly. No,
You were very compuzzled.
I was like Xbox One. I was like, no, I mean the original Xbox, not Xbox One. And then I was
God,
like
not this
confusing
again.
Xbox One
myself.
2.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like,
Xbox One Junior.
I looked at him. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna happen. every single time I had to talk about original Xbox, and
God.
I got so angry.
Luckily,
Yeah.
8 months from now, we'll just have the Xbox again, so it won't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
When only the creepiest of hipster perverts play Xbox 360.
I can think of a few. I know who would play it.
Jay Dizzle.
So
Just Squizzle.
since we're on Xbox again, one thing that they announced, and I'm actually looking forward to, that they should have done God knows how long ago, is they're getting rid of Microsoft points and they're going to actual money.
Direct currency. Yeah, I heard about that
That's
too.
cool.
I think
That's good. I'm happy for that.
I guess I just think of everything that the Xbone did. I should say Microsoft did. It was just too little, too late. Because like everything about it, their presentation to me was just like, you guys didn't address the key issues, and you just talked about these stupid little things that I don't care about.
I will 100% give you that. Sony's conference blew them out of the water as far as I'm concerned. Xbox had good games, I think. They had a lot of good games.
But so did PS4.
But it's not enough at this point to save it entirely. The only way that they could reverse any of this is to come out in whenever, before the release of the Xbox, and say, oh yeah, by the way, about that once a day Connect thing and that used games thing, yeah, we're throwing that out. That's the only way that they could possibly somewhat redeem themselves for this, as far as the general public is concerned. I keep saying all of this negative stuff about it. Again, honestly, I'm probably going to wind up picking it up too. But as far as like the general public goes, that's the only way that they're ever going to save a little face and get some of their market share back on it, is if they remove those restrictions.
We didn't bring up that with the PS4, if you're a PSN or PS Plus or whatever that program is called.
Yep, PS Plus.
They're gonna be institutionalizing free games. Like every couple months, they're gonna give you another free one.
Well, they do that right now.
Yeah, they do that already.
Yeah.
No, I mean with the PS4 launch, they're gonna be giving you even more free games.
Yep, they're gonna keep going. The first one's announced. Yeah, you're right. The only one I remember announced, there were 3 announced that were coming out for it, but the only one I remember off the top of my head is Don't Starve.
Ooh,
the other
is also coming to the
property.
PS4.
Yeah, I remember that. They had another game coming too.
What'd you say, Zach?
James, you didn't really talk about the new Plants for Zombies. I know that was you liked the first game a lot. What did you think of Garden?
Yeah, I just saw that they had announced it. Thing was, I really liked the first one, but I didn't check up on the second one at all, so I didn't really have anything to say about that, which is unfortunate.
Basically, now it's like a shooter tower defense, where there's different classes, and then you have your buddies play the other classes. Like the cactus is a sniper. There's like an explosive chili bean, stuff like that, and then like I think there's tablet integration for that game too.
Oh, apparently there's actually a Plants for Zombies 2 also.
Yep.
That's supposed to come out in like a month.
And Peggle 2!
But then they've also got...
Did you guys see that?
I didn't see anything about it, but I like Peggle.
No, I mean just the... Oh, okay, you need to look up the awkwardness that was the announcement of Peggle 2. And, like, he's given this big thing, and people kind of care what he's talking about, because he's talking about Plants for Zombies, and he's like, and Peggle 2, and he does, like, this jump, and then no one cheers. And then he just walks off stage as they start the next guy.
It's kind of like how the audience reacted to Microsoft's, oh, it's $500. Yay!
No, that wasn't awkward. That was stony, pissed off silence.
Yeah, everyone was like,
well, it was awkward for the performer. Or for
who cares
host.
about him? I should have, like, if I was there, I would have thrown, like, my shoe at him.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Throw cabbage? I don't care. Whatever. Throw whatever you have. Throw a person.
Throw an iPad.
Luckily, PS4 didn't act like a bunch of dicks and then just match the price of the Xbox, which they could have did.
Yeah,
but I think
I was thoroughly expecting the PS4 to be a lot more expensive. At least I was expecting it to be $600. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason that the PS3 was so expensive was because of the Blu-ray. And that was new technology back at the time, or newish. So it
saved Sony's ass, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean,
if that would have tanked, I don't even want to know what would.
Yeah, they would have used the HD DVD drive.
DVD.
But I mean, they were losing money on every single console they sold for a while.
So did the Xbox.
Yep.
Yeah, but not as badly. And that was with the PS3 having a price of $600. They were still losing money.
They were still losing.
And they, I mean, now they're at the point where they were making money, obviously, but as Blu-rays got cheaper, but yeah, for a while. It's risky business. So
I'm pretty sure that that Nintendo is gonna make me get a 3DS. I won't get a Wii U, but I will probably get a 3DS at some point.
yeah, I've been thinking about it a little bit.
The main games that they announced at their little conference thing, the Nintendo Direct, which wasn't at E3, it was something that they put on by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Super Smash Brothers for both the Wii U and the 3DS. The only downside is it pretty much seems like the original Super Smash Brothers for the N64 with 2 new characters, Mega Man and the villager from Animal Crossing. So, I mean, it's still Super Smash Brothers, so it should still be good.
Yeah.
I
heard some inkling of that, but
yeah, it's nothing spectacular, but I mean, I'm excited for it. I like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I didn't.
Good.
I didn't catch anything from Nintendo today.
Yeah, I actually, again, I was at work watching this, so hopefully my boss isn't listening.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a bit too late for that, I think. He's already written up the pink slip for you.
JD Smith at
please
123fakestreet.com.
Please send your donations and your charity to 123 Fake Street, and you can also use PayPal. The address is I'm poor at pleasehelpme.com.
You know, I better check to make sure that's not a website.
If it's not, register it right now. Quick, we've got the upper hand.
Well, for now.
The other games that they announced that
Nope,
I was
I
excited
can get it.
for. Nice. They announced a sequel to Link to the Past, and it's called Zelda Link Between Worlds. It's going to be for the 3DS.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome, actually.
That does look pretty cool.
I feel... That's the thing, is I played a lot of Link's Awakening. That was the game I grew up on.
That was the Super Nintendo, or that was the regular Nintendo, right?
No, it was Game Boy. That was Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color.
Wait, what?
Link's
what
Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah, it's the one where you get stranded on the island, and there's the singing orca or whatever you had to collect all the instruments for to wake it up so that it would send you home.
Okay, I guess I never
Wake you up
played
out
that
of your
one.
dream. Yeah, that one was
Nope, I
really,
never
really
did.
good. That was like the Zelda game I played the crap out of as a kid, and I
Gotcha.
feel like I missed out a lot because I played that. I played Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
A bit. I didn't own an N64, so I missed out on that. But like, I always liked Zelda, and I always wanted to like it more, and I wanted to play it more, but I just never I think I was too late, so I didn't get into it as much as I could have.
Good.
That was pretty much it. But
Oh, okay. I would love to see. They didn't announce it. I would love to see a Majora's Mask remake for the 3DS. They did
I'm sure
Ocarina
they
of
will.
Time, do Majora's Mask, come out with a special edition 3DS
Combo.
for it. If they would do that like next month, I would get the special edition, whatever. Otherwise, I'll pick up a 3DS eventually and then pick up the game when it comes out. The main game the main games that they've been announced for a while. They actually announced a release date and released a second trailer today. The games I'm excited for, Pokemon X and Y. It's been quite a while since I've played a Pokemon game. I think the last one I played actively was probably Crystal for the original Game Boy, like the Game Boy Color. I picked up Diamond a little while ago, but it was Diamond, but I never really played it. But Pokemon X and Y just look really cool. I don't even know how many Pokemon there are anymore, but that right there will probably convince me to pick up a 3DS eventually. But those both X and Y come out on October 12th, so that should be good. That should
hopefully.
be good. Those were at least the highlights that I wanted to mention for Nintendo. They announced a couple other things: Bayonetta 2, a new Donkey Kong game, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of nothing I want to hear about.
Guys, Final Fantasy 15. Don't care.
Not at all.
I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games.
I have 3 for my DS.
I've played a little bit here and there, just a tiny marginal amount. But I mean, their trailers are just like ridiculous. Is it just me? Like, they're just awesome.
I didn't even see the trailer for it.
Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like everyone's gotta at some point watch one of their trailers because they've always had amazing trailers.
I don't know. I think I watched a Final Fantasy trailer.
Yeah.
Was it the one where the building was falling everywhere and he was like jump crawling across stuff?
I think so. I mean, I remember the last one. I think I showed you one, Zach. There was one for like Final Fantasy. I think it was 14 or whatever.
I don't know. I watched whatever it was
no,
live.
it must have been 15 because it wasn't. It's not out yet. I don't think. But
It
it was like
was
in the new.
whatever
It was in the new engine or something.
Final Fantasy 15
Yeah.
battle gameplay first look I saw. I believe.
But yeah,
But it was
it might
like
have been.
Final Fantasy versus 14 or something.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't understand the order of any of those games or
Neither do
anything
I.
other
Well-
outside of the Kingdom Hearts games. Which
Speaking of which,
PS4. Oh, man.
yeah.
Or is that PS3?
It's
No, it's PS4.
the new
PS4.
Kingdom Hearts game,
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's actually going to be on the Xbox One too.
Oh, yep. It's supposed to be on both.
Yep.
Oh, that's weird. That's
yeah,
real
that
weird.
is a little weird, but yeah, they announced a new Kingdom Hearts game.
Maybe I'll get into that. I never played one of those games, but I've
Neither
heard
have I.
great things.
They were really good.
That's what I've heard.
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
I never
the
heard anyone
story's
say anything bad.
childish, but it's a Final Fantasy Disney game. So I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's as dark as you could possibly be for like a
For a
10-year-old.
Disney game.
Yeah, it's just like blah blah blah. Like, take my soul from the darkness. I don't want to go in the dark. Stuff like that. Darkness, soul, darkness,
Darkness. Linkin Park, Darkness.
and then
Soul.
amnesia. Basically, just can't remember anything. But otherwise, really solid games, good collectibles, awesome playing in the Disney worlds you grew up with.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely gotta get into that at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just get
You
around.
know,
So, we don't support ROMs, not at all. We don't use them either.
Of course not.
Not even for
I don't even
our
have to
Let's
whistle.
Plays.
Nope, never.
Especially not. You crazy?
Especially Nut. Just
Was
let
there
me
anything-
link you this thing really quick.
Wink, wink.
I'll link you.
Got him.
Wait, are you sending a link over to him?
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were being serious. I was trying to
Weird.
wrap up, and I was waiting for you to do that. Is there anything else that you guys were looking to talk about?
I
No.
think we covered most
Yep.
of the games. We covered.
Yeah, I got everything on my list at least.
It covered everything I was gushing over.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good.
Yeah.
So.
November release date for the Xbox One. Holiday release date for the PlayStation 4. Nothing announced specifically on either one, I don't think.
Yeah.
If you look on Amazon right now, I think it points to November 30th for the Xbox and December 31st for the PS4, but that's probably just to cover their butts because no
That's-
actual release date was announced.
Yeah, give it time.
Yeah.
Give it another month
Yeah.
or two, and they'll announce a release date. It's
Yep.
coming up quick.
Yep.
Just 6 months away. Oh,
Yep.
we did forget to mention the fact that we finally got to see the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
only
but
took
I
them
think-
about 20 minutes into the presentation to do it.
That's fine. They still revealed it.
Yeah, it doesn't
I mean,
look bad. I like it. I like the look of it.
It's not just a pile of parts. That's the important part.
It's not just what,
It's not just a pile of parts. You know.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
actually assembled something. I mean,
and
we
it looks good.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the look of the console.
I-
Not so much the controller, but that's a different story. I
know
like
just-
the console.
They just took a PS2 and then italicized.
Yeah, I like the fact too that like PS1 the PS4 and the Xbone, they literally look like they look very similar. You guys notice that? Like,
Oh yeah, black is
Like
like
the
black.
PS4
Yeah, it's like
is
the-
italicized Xbox One.
Mhm.
Stop calling it the Xbone if you're not going to call the PS4 the PS4
No,
no.
or the PS Snore.
See,
Xbone is supposed to be derogatory.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they're a poopy system right now and they deserve it. What has PlayStation 4 done other than confirmed all the hopes and dreams of every gamer out there?
Oh, they're charging for multiplayer now.
Shut your face. Are they really?
Well, you have to have if you do online multiplayer.
Oh, that's it. I'm out.
If you do online multiplayer, you have to have PlayStation Plus.
I'm out.
Which is what, $60 a year?
I think so. Yep.
But you
I'm
get
out.
way better product than you do out of Xbox Live Gold.
Well, that actually
as
kinda
far as
really
the online play, they're both about equal now. I think when it first started off, Xbox
Was
Live was
better.
so much better than PSN, but now they're definitely equal, if not maybe a little offset, maybe to the PS4 side. But or PS3 side, but
Yeah. That bums
the
me
difference
out.
right now is kind of negligible. But yeah, they did confirm that in order to do online multiplayer, you will need to have PlayStation Plus right now, I think.
Well,
Yeah, they did confirm that.
I kind of just got really sad, so.
Well,
I'm not going to call it PS4, but, I mean, everything else is solid, but that makes me really sad, because I was hoping we'd see a step away from that.
I will call it PS4 only because I don't want to single out the Xbox One by calling it Xbone and not give a derogatory term to the PS4 too.
Well, see, I'm willing to do that, because fuck the Xbox One right now.
I'm trying to be a little, what's the word I'm looking for?
Objective.
Yeah, thank you.
Also known as stupid.
Well, if that's the price I gotta pay.
No, the
along
price
with
you're going to have to pay is $500
$60 a year.
Get it?
No.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah, and
Really
$400
expensive.
and $60 a year.
Have fun.
Hey, you're gonna have to do the same for the PS4.
No, I won't, because I'm not going to buy it.
Oh, okay.
Not yet, anyways.
All right.
We'll decide.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys wanted to go over as we try to wrap up for like the third time?
Yeah.
Nope,
well,
I'm good.
Yeah, I think we covered everything. I did.
All right.
Oh, I did watch that
Done?
Peggle 2 video, by the way. And
Awkward.
wow, it was something. Woo. Okay, I think
nice.
people were confused, but that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, we hope you got something out of our little ramblings here and our reactions.
I got something out of it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And quite a bit.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know if we're gonna make these regularly scheduled things. They might just come up when we have something to talk about. We don't want to force a conversation if we don't have anything to talk about because we hate each other and we don't want to talk to each
Yeah, I
other.
was gonna say
at all.
I'm having trouble talking
Yeah,
to these people right now. So.
I know, and we've only been going for what, like an
Exactly.
hour and a half or something like that. It's
the
getting
longest hour and a
difficult.
half of my life. I think I've aged during
I think
this.
I think I got AIDS because of this.
Ooh,
Nice.
it's working.
But yeah, we'll come out with these if we've got something to talk about, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
Until next time.